mayohosko coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Mayohosko, it's your boy, JP.
Real whole egg. Everybody say real whole egg. Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
There you go. Capture that, Mayo. That's for you. That's for you.
Everyone on the panel say it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are we saying again?
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Real
Whole egg.
egg.
Close enough.
Everyone make sure to send in your videos of saying real whole egg and I'll add you to the intro. Thank you. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 23 of Real Whole Egg, and I am thinking about a lot of stuff right now because I'm trying to get the logistics of a lot of this Lego sorted out. I received an order, but I was not there to sign for it. So now I'm going to have to get it from a distribution center. And I'm also trying to figure out dates to go pick up some tables from IKEA. But I was suggested an alternative, and I want to see if those dimensions will work out. Because apparently we have a white table that has fold-up legs that I might be able to repurpose, and if it's usable, then I might invest in that system instead. There's a lot of trials and tribulations with that. So I have a lot to think about with that. And I did find my red prototypes I have been building over the past fortnight while I've been moving house. So I'll get those very quickly. I'm at the other side of the garage. So it's a bit of a walk for me to get over here. It's about twice as long as I used to be able to walk to get what I'm getting right now. But since I don't have my tables yet, it's been easy for me to focus on small things like vehicles. On the last episode of Miracle Whip, I finished this SUV which can hold 3 people in it. And I found some color substitutes for some other vehicles that I was making, because as I keep on saying, I need to go onto Bricklink and order a bunch of pieces to get the colors I want. And there are some pieces that I would like to use, but I don't have them, and I need to compare the price of them between Bricklink and Lego Pick-a-Brick online, so that I can get the best price for what I want to buy. And there is some things jammed up in here. What the hell is jammed here? What is going here? Ugh. This is frustrating. I had a whole bunch of stuff that fell over. And this still doesn't want to stay in here. Yeah, we had some pretty big spills when I was moving, and some of the pieces went flying everywhere. And as a result, some of my drawers don't want to close properly. What is holding this up? God damn it! Okay, now that wants to fit in. Okay, let me put this back. Yeah, I need to apply a lot of lubricant to this stuff because it is very difficult for some of this to come out. Oh, why is that so sharp? Oh yeah, that's because it cracked. So let me put this back there. Actually, no. Let me move this to the side. I'm using 2 cameras for all of my build streams from now on, because I realized that if I want to see the chat on the screen, it's best if I just use 2 computers. One for looking at what I'm building, and one for looking at the chat. And that way I can maintain the graphics I have on screen. So who do we have in the chat? We have Redcoat Kyle, Dave Brick 76, Missing Good Bricks, Alternate Candidate, and yeah, that's all. Well, thanks for stopping by anyway. And everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. I am using a different StreamYard account right now because I expended all of my hours on my main one throughout the sorting party. So I cheated the system, so to speak. And therefore I don't have everything set up the way I want it on this StreamYard account. So not all of my cutaways are available. I'm trying to work on a diss track about some trolls. And if anyone's seen my Instagram stories today, you know what I'm talking about. And Dave is cutting the grass. So I've been meaning to create prototypes for my vehicle so I can have a standard design for all of this stuff. And this doesn't want to sit properly. Got to angle it so that it doesn't roll. It's very difficult because there's a bowing effect in this table. It's very annoying whenever I try to do stuff like this. What I need to do is I think I need to build a custom 5th table leg that goes in the center so we can avoid all this hassle. So we made my SUV on the last episode of Miracle Whip. We also have this station wagon, a sedan, a smart car, which I need to change some of the colors, and we have a small convertible. Today, I want to build a 4-wheel drive and a large convertible. And hello, Brick Hive, buzz buzz. Okay, so in other news, tomorrow night, some of my friends will be building the Lego Orient Express set with me. If anyone out there has already bought the Orient Express, or if you're planning on buying the Orient Express before Saturday night, which is Sunday afternoon in my country, let me know, because I will be hosting anyone who wants to do a live build of the Orient Express. Macro Bricks and Scott's Blocks bought the Orient Express, and so they committed to it. And if anyone else wants to do the same, then just let me know. Hello, Gladiator Bricks Productions. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to build a prototype for a 4-wheel drive and a large convertible, because if I standardize the designs of all of these cars, then that'll make replicating them over and over and over again really simple, and it means that I will actually have an assembly line production. And if all comes good, then I want to teach myself how to make instructions of these using Studio.io and see if I can make digital instructions to put onto Rebrickable. But that's not the top of my priority. That's just a thought I've been having. I just want to make prototypes of these first. And I trust all of my subscribers to be sensible. So the invitation link is pinned if anyone wants to come and hang out. So I'm going to reach under my table to get some things. And this is a different position for my table than what I've done previously. I have it... Actually, no, sorry. This is the position of my table the first stream I did at this new house, with the roller door in the background, because my family was able to clear out some furniture to fit one of our cars into the garage, and I helped them because I didn't want them touching my Lego collection. So this is an old 4-wheel drive that I made a while ago, and you can see that it uses the newer style chassis that you still see in sets today. And since 4-wheel drives are usually a little bit bigger than an SUV, I want to use these chassis for the 4-wheel drive I want to design. And I also think it'd be cool to use this same chassis to create a prototype design for a pickup ute. I know that some people in this chat own pickup utes, and they actually transport their Lego to conventions in them. Anyway, so I need to get the basic pieces to build this, and if I get time, I want to build that large convertible. There's actually an instructions from Lego themselves that I want to use to build a large convertible. So we're going to get this chassis, and not only do I want to use these chassis for 4-wheel drives because they're bigger, but also I just don't need a lot of these chassis, and I don't need a lot of 4-wheel drives on my roads, so they are fit for purpose. You can see with all these other cars, the small convertible, the smart car, the sedan, and the station wagon all use the old style small wheels. The SUV uses these new style medium wheels, but for the 4-wheel drives, we're going to use the standard wheels, that you still see in sets today. So instead of making a red one, we're going to make a black one, because I don't think I've ever seen a red 4-wheel drive that wasn't in a dealership. If I'm going to be honest. What's everyone saying in the chat? Alternate candidate says, so just throwing this out there, looked real quick for lubricant for drawers. Silicone best for plastic. Looks like Blaster brand recommend. Yes, I've heard some people suggest to me use silicone in the past as well. So I'm definitely thinking about silicone. Yeah, that's okay, Ingrid. Perfectly fine. If anyone just wants to use this live stream as background noise, feel free to lurk away, because your viewership still counts. Use the exclamation mark lurk in the comments, and Streamlabs will recognize you in spirit. And we have from blocks to mocks. Hey RC. Okay, it's time to build a 4-wheel drive. So if there's any pieces that I don't have in a particular color, I will have to use rainbow build technique, because after all, this is just a prototype. I've made prototypes of a lot of vehicles in the past with rainbow colors, because that's what a prototype is. What we're going to do is we're going to get the wide axles. Let me get some wide axles. We're going to get the black wide axles. I definitely need some silicone on these drawers. And I try to use any of the big wheels I already have in my inventory before I go, in these drawers, before I go to my other wheels that is in Pink Bucket Nation. Because I need to move all of my wheels out of here, because that's not where the wheels belong anymore. I'm going to see if I can assemble some grey wheels for our black 4-wheel drive. To see what I have available first. And because we are going to be doing a 4-wheel drive, this is the only one of these types of vehicles that will actually use the modern style fenders, because the SUV uses the old style fenders, but I think a 4-wheel drive deserves the new style fenders to make it look more rough and tumble, and because I am allowing myself to have extra space for more rough and tumble details. So I will allow myself to make this longer than the SUV if I need, or if the parts dictate for me to do so. RC says, I bought a vintage whole clock bin this week, mate. Oh, nice! And it's for Rock Raiders figured you would appreciate that thing. Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of Rock Raiders, if I'm going to be honest. But I do like some parts about Rock Raiders a lot. But much like Power Miners, it's just not my cup of tea. because the late 90s had some weird stuff. I won't lie. Even though there's some quirky parts about the late 90s I like, there's a lot of really bad stuff as well. And I don't know, I was just never a fan of the color scheme they used for Rock Raiders. I know there's a whole Rock Raiders community out there who are, if they're watching, will be totally triggered at me when I say that. But I don't care. And also, as I was talking about with the guys over at Chillin' and Britain, which is on the Just Build It YouTube channel, I developed a wheel spinner for me to play Russian roulette with the Lego community. So if anyone doesn't know what Lego community Russian roulette is, you pick 3 random users from the Lego community, preferably if they're on YouTube, and you assign one of them to do a collaboration video with you, one of them to be your guest on our live stream, and the third one to leave the community. Obviously, we don't want people to actually leave the community, but it's just a fun game that I've seen other people play in their other fandoms, particularly when they host live streams or podcasts. They've played this game, and it is a game designed to get you to think about your relationships with everyone in the community. So I'm gonna play some Russian roulette sometime throughout the stream. So I think it's something that will be a noteworthy inclusion in my live streams from now on, because I'm always looking to do segments in my streams, and I do have something to rant about, and it's already what I've talked about is that my drawers won't close. So get ready for that rant at the top of the hour, which is the bottom of the hour for me. So I need to go and get the proper wheels I need. Yeah, he does like Rock Raiders, and I know that Gladiator Bricks Productions, who's in the chat, he likes Rock Raiders because that was the first thing to include a big fig. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to repurpose these wheels because I want to make significant changes to this 4-wheel drive. I will be This is something I actually made based on my own father's 4-wheel drive. So actually, no, that is untouchable because that has a special place in my Lego City in the future. And hello, Scott's Blocks, PPP. Sorry, I don't have the actual PPP function right now because I'm on a different StreamYard account. But if I were on my main StreamYard account, you know what I'd be playing right now. Yeah, it is 12:56 p.m. local, and Scott's Blocks is gonna join Macro Bricks and myself to build the Orient Express, and that's gonna be fun. I've been asking people, have they bought it? Because I like to strike up conversation as I watch different people's live streams, because I like to know what's going on, and I like to know what people are thinking about, because that's the best way I stay up to date. I find news videos really boring, if I'm going to be honest. So I actually prefer to talk to people about the news and listen to what other people are saying on streams about the news, rather than watching a boring news video that just throws everything to me at once. I'd rather hear people's reactions about the news than to watch the news itself, if that makes any sense. I know it doesn't, but that's just the way I roll. And even though I will not be buying the Orient Express, I do have something train planned. And actually, I'm just going to leave these plates in here. I have something train planned because I've been thinking that I need to develop another powered chassis. I need to see if I can get a powered up motor and powered up battery box to be in a same condensed space as what I did with the Power Functions years ago. That Power Functions chassis came out really good. I think I am going to use these styles of fenders that have the shorter end that don't go all around the wheel because of parts availability. So we'll stick these wheels on the bottom. Get these chassis on top. And I really don't like the look of when a Lego vehicle has the wheels sticking out from the fenders, which is why I built the SUV with these wheels. But given that four-wheel drives are supposed to look more rough and tumble, a four-wheel drive is one of the only vehicles where I allow myself to do that build technique, which otherwise I don't like. And also, I really don't like using the the 1x4 or the 1x2 panels in all of my other cars, because it creates a messy build technique. It's good for a big vehicle like a four-wheel drive because it's a longer wheelbase, and therefore you can use other pieces to support the windscreen underneath. But for a short car, like a smart car, it would be very unstable to just have 1x1 bricks here and then 1x2 panels here. That would look really uncomfortable, in my opinion. Which is why I use a door with everything smaller than a four-wheel drive, which is why this SUV has the proper door pieces. But for stuff like four-wheel drives and pickup utes, I allow myself to use those bigger 1x4 panels. And also, I'll allow myself to use these weird pieces, which I'm going to go get right now. So actually, what I'll do is I will put the computer on my desk chair as I go get all these pieces, so you can see a desk chair point of view shot, which looks really weird. And something you're probably not going to see on any other YouTube channel besides mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some company here. I need to find more black versions of these. I need to find two, and we have two. to get those, and I need the 1x4 panels in black. And we have enough of those. So we got those. We also need some of the modern style slot pieces that are for the headlights. And I'm pretty sure those are back in the black drawers. So I don't pick up those. But we do need a license plate. This is where I can pull my license plates. And license plate. What I like to do is I have a standard for when I build the headlights and the tail lights of all of my builds. Is I like to have the license plate at the back only because the grill has to be at the front. So if I have the grill at the front, I need something if I want to replicate that same build at the back of the vehicle. Therefore, that's the only place where a license plate can go. You know, a lot of the modern sets see license plates on the end of the car, but that's a standard that I came up with because I'd rather it have a slight little bit of detail than just a plain 1x2 tile. But there are some designs of cars where I use the actual headlight rigs and I don't use a stop whip that has the studs on the side, which could either be a 1x2 or a 1x4. So those are the only types of vehicles where I wouldn't have a license plate at the back. It all comes down to the available parts in my inventory. Let's move over this way to get my grills. And I'm still learning where 100% where it's a black grill. Black grill. We've got the window screen over there. We've got the roof pieces over there. So we need to go to the windows to get some of the 1x2 trans clear panels. And I've organised this formally so that it could be in a number of different places. I keep a lot of the spare 1x2 2x4 there. And I bought these at the pre-wit one where they had a bunch of them. So I could just keep on building these forever if I wanted to. And the way you stack them inside of a pad cup is you do it like this. I saw this technique by I think it was Alex Newton almost 10 years ago when he used to do video tutorials about how to stack your Lego inside of a cup. And I saw him do this and I thought, oh, that's genius. Now I always do that when I need to buy these pieces on the platform. And I don't have as many of the 1x2x2 panels and trans here as I would like. I've got a lot of them in the trans one, but not a lot in the trans here. And I'm pretty sure I've now exhausted all my trans here. I'm going to have to use No, since this is a black, since this is going to be kind of black, let's use the trans black instead. Let's use the trans black. Actually, since I use this drawer more than I use the others, I'm going to put these at the bottom. The drawers I don't use as much. I like to put at the bottom. Just so that where my okay. So need two of those pieces. Well, what else do I need? These are big. And I keep the opaque version. Actually, there's a straggler there, up there. Is there another straggler? Is there another straggler here? Don't think there is. Don't think there is. Because it was a straggler. And I have the exact color that I need. But I am going to put this back down here where it belongs. Yeah, let's come back. And I should have the necessary pieces. And I always keep, well, I positioned it so that my weak plates would be closest to me at my build desk. Because that's where, because those are the types of pieces that I would probably need most. So I organized this in a way where the pieces I need the least are as far away from me as possible. But I didn't really think that through when I decided to build a bunch of vehicles before I get my own tables. Now, I've never, just looking at some stuff in the chat, I've never followed any instructions from Rebrickable, but I was thinking these vehicles are so easy that what I could do is I could design instructions of these if I wanted to, and then make them available for my pledges on Patreon. So if you think that would be something, well, if you would like instructions to build, if you would like instructions to build vehicles like this, let me know if that might be something that you'd find worthy of pledging to me on Patreon about, because that might be something I might do for my investors in the future. So now I need to get the necessary snot bricks I need. Preferably in black, but I don't think I have too many in black. Grey is by far the most common. I'm not seeing any in black, but I do have these ones in grey. I have some in red. Good night, Ingrid. Yeah, I don't have any in black. Okay, so I'll just have to use these in grey. I'm not sure how common these pieces actually are in black. So let's put the headlights on. let's put the headlights on and the grille on, and then the tail lights on and the license plate. There we go. And then back here, we need the 1x2x2 panels. And since these chassis get the minifigures down really low, they don't have as much ground clearance. Well, this vehicle won't have as much ground clearance as my SUV, but I could always modify that in the future if I wanted to. Because it's very easy just to stick extra 2x2 plates underneath there. Now I need the proper windscreens. I have a lot of the one high windscreens, which I just really don't have a use. I just really don't have a use for in most of my vehicles. But with something like a four-wheel drive, I actually might be able to pull this off a little bit differently. And hello, Rob Claxton. Welcome, welcome. So trying to build a four-wheel drive right now, trying to get my standards right. So because this is slightly taller than a brick. So maybe if I fit two plates, no. How can I execute this? Because it would be good to see if I can actually use these pieces that I wouldn't otherwise use, because I really don't have a use for these pieces otherwise. Because those aren't the standards that I build to. Actually, instead of making it trans clear, let's make it all in the trans, on the trans black. Yeah, I do think this needs more ground clearance. Yeah, so if I can, let me know if that gap. Yeah, I'll have to show this later, but there's a little bit of a gap that I might just have to deal with. I think I can actually make that gap work. So I need 2x4 plates. So I'll go get black 2x4 plates, and then we can get the bonnet hood of this work. So let me go get my 2x2 plates. Where are they? So get my 2x4. What am I talking about? They're down here. So put that there. And if we put that there, then we can suspend that on top like that. And since that gap is a little bit small, I think it's just barely noticeable. So I actually think I might use that technique. Yeah. And so since this is a four-wheel drive, on the roof, I want to have some roof racks to make it look taller than the SUVs I'm trying to build. So we need some curved slopes at the front there. and I know exactly what I know exactly what pieces. I need to see if I have them in a actually nope. So I just realized these pieces can't be in dark bluish grey. They need to be in black. Let me get the black first. And these pieces are just another that probably needs some lubrication. And I've had to rearrange a lot of these drawers so that the pieces won't grab onto the mechanism that holds the drawers in. So I have to crouch under my table to get the pieces that I need. And I probably need the torch from my iPhone to be able to execute this properly. I can see the colours that I need. I need the black 2x2 by 2/3 curved slope. And I just got one. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. And because this carpet is dark red, some of the pieces are easy to camouflage. They're easy to camouflage. So now we need a 1x4 black plate to go underneath those curved slopes. I don't have any. I'll have to use 1x2 plates instead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct most of these vehicles for when I want to do either instructions or tutorials of how to build these, and I'll replace them. I'll replace any of the pieces that are improper with the correct pieces. So now I need to do the minifigure test, and I'm going to get one of the minifigures from the SUV to make sure this fits properly. And I need to raise his arms up so we can do this test properly, because there might be a way, actually, we need the steering wheel in it as well. And we do have room for a proper seat in here, because it's big enough where I can do that. So there's a steering wheel. And something tells me I don't have any of the black seats left. Actually, there's a bunch of wheels here that don't need to be here. No idea why they're all here. I have no idea. I'll just use this grey seat until I can get that. And doing all the extracurricular activities for LEGO, i.e. wanting to do tutorials of this, is also a good recollection for me to know what parts I need to order from Bricklink or LEGO Tab Online. Man, that minifigure's hard to fit. Yeah, so I need to get appropriate roof pieces. And there is a lot of overfill in these drawers that make these builds go longer than what they need to, because I struggle to close a lot of these doors. With these drawers. Actually, I was just thinking about a technique, but that's not going to work out. And can't use that because that has a sticker on it. So, actually no. In a perfect world, I would want to use the roof pieces that are the doubles like this. I've only got one in pink right now. I do know that they sell black versions of those. They do sell black versions of those. And I would like to get some more of those black versions. Yeah, see what I'm talking about drawers not wanting to close properly? So, what I have to do at the back here is I will have to get a 1x4 black tile because the back end of it is one stud short. It's one stud short. And actually, we need more black 1x4 tiles for the bumpers of this. And you will have to excuse the noisy traffic outside. We live a lot closer to our street now, so the traffic is more noisier than what it was at the old house, and that the old house actually doing open inspections. Yeah, so that's the prototypical design of four-wheel drive that I want to do. So besides the obvious changes in colors, changes I'll need to make is I want to change the round headlights to square ones, and I need to get more black versions of the fenders that cover all of the wheels. And I might make I might make alternate versions of these in the future that have the cheese slope headlights and tail lights. Because if I compare the fronts of these two vehicles, you can see that they both have the flat ones, but that might be a change I might make in the future depending on how I feel, because all of these different models of a car is very much trial and error, and I'll post some images of this what we've just built and these red prototypes on Instagram tomorrow. But I'm trying to work out the final logistics of all of these, because never 100% done, because I can acknowledge that the back of this roof could be done a lot better. And I'm still yet to judge whether I like certain pieces that I used in the rest of these. So that's my four-wheel drive as it stands. That's what it is as it stands. So, not seeing all that much interesting going on in the comments. I do want to check something really quickly. This is going to be a shorter stream than normal, only because just because there's not that much that I can do. There's not as much I can do, given that I've gone through most of the prototypes for these designs, and I do get kind of bored just if I were just to go bang, 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 over and over and over and over again. So this is going to be a shorter stream than normal. But I do want to say some quick things before we go. I am figuring out the logistics for the coalition of Lego streamers. I launched a website about it because I thought to myself, well, there have been attempts for networks of Lego streamers in the past. Now, I think Dr. McBrick and GJ Bricks were part of something in the past. They don't film as much content as they used to, but I always thought to myself, well, they have a quote-unquote network of live streamers. But what I've always found about whenever someone tries to do a network of anything, the network doesn't really hold that strong unless they have core values. That is kind of a virtual contract they sign up to uphold the standards of the network they're within. And so I've been thinking, well, there's a lot of drama and negativity on social media. What if there was a way to embrace the all in this together approach of streaming? Because as you guys know, I do watch a lot of live streams, and I know that a lot of you guys in the comments right now watch a lot of live streams, and there's a clear difference in style between everyone, because everyone brings something different to the table, and everyone has their own personality, everyone has their own build style, everyone has their own community. And I was thinking to myself, well, there are a lot of small fish in a big pond. What if there was a way to encourage those small fish in a big pond to use the talents at their disposal to become a better streamer? And so I thought to myself, well, what's the best way to encourage the small guys to be bigger than what they actually are? And so I thought about networking opportunities, and that's what I'm trying to figure out with the coalition of Lego streamers, is a way to let everyone know, hey, there are a lot of us, and we all want the best for each other. What's good for eye for an eye. We're all in this together. I want you to go get yours, and I'm gonna go get mine. And it's those messages of encouragement that I don't see a lot around here as I think there is available to be exercised. So that's just something I'm working on right now. But it is the top of the hour, so I do need to rant about something.
This one is running!
Rotten eggs!
It's rant time!
Okay, so as you've seen throughout this whole stream, I've been absolutely struggling to get these drawers to cooperate properly. I have plenty of drawers that aren't overfilled, and this rant doesn't apply to the ones that are overfilled, because obviously I'm at fault with that. But some of these drawers are really poorly designed. They have way too much friction in them, and you've seen in my orange drawers, there are some drawers that can easily come in and out, but there are others which have more friction than what they need to, and you're seeing a bouncing effect, because the friction in these drawers is forcing the drawers themselves to move. And it's like, I don't know why these companies that make these drawers don't think about the friction applying to all this. I don't know why that wouldn't be top of their priority for quality control. I really don't. And I just wish that the manufacturers of drawers would consider how much friction is actually in them, because there are a lot of people out there who have done reviews of this stuff, and they will actively tell you the ones that are badly designed. Because for the most part, you do get what you paid for, and I did not pay a lot for these, so I expected them to have some friction in them. But there are some drawers which have way too much friction in them, and it really bugs me as someone who builds mocks all the time and always sorts Lego. I could save minutes upon minutes every day if I didn't have to fuss around with drawers that have way too much friction in them. Anyway, that was my rant.
This one is running!
Rotten eggs!
It's rant time!
Now I want to go and play and debut Russian roulette with the Lego community. I wanna do this. So I logged in. I need to log in. Just need to make sure. Just wants to get my details right. Because I have over 200 people. I have over 200 people in here. Whoopsie. I don't know what that's about. Sorry. Let me damn it. I think I'm gonna have to do it from here. That's annoying. Let me go history and let me raise this up. I gotta go to the wheel spin. Yeah, wheel of names. And I need the pick a wheel. And I need to sign in because I'm gonna debut the first ever rendition of Lego Community Russian Roulette. Silly two-factor authentication. I could do a whole nother rant about that if I really wanted to. So I don't know why this isn't coming up. Where are my wheels? I saved some wheels, but they're not showing up. Pick a wheel. Let me switch wheel. Just open. What? Where is it? I had a whole bunch of wheels, and they're not they're not here. I don't know what the hell was going on. Let me go wheel picker. Pick a wheel, because I created some last week. Yeah, pick a wheel. This is crazy. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna have to do that off. Off camera now, because I'm not gonna take up anyone else's time messing around with all of that. But yeah, so I'll have to do that off camera. That sucks. I'm gonna have to investigate what's gone wrong. I don't want to take up anyone else's time. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's going to do it for me today, because I really don't have that much to cover right now. Got my prototype for a four-wheel drive done. Actually, no. I just remembered, before I do that, I need to go add the roof racks. I forgot to put the roof racks on here. So what I need to do is I need to get the clips and the 4 long bars. So there are my bar pieces, and I need the Z-axis clips. Z-axis clips, where are they? I want them in black. I haven't got too many of these left. I need 4 of them. I'm only going to have 1 in my inventory now, which is questionable. Yeah. And hey Johnny says, looks like something Emmett might drive. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I do get inspired looking at the cars that were in the Lego movie from time to time. Particularly when it comes to the smart cars. Because it's very easy to take modern pieces for a smart car and make it look vintage. Because there's not a lot of changes that were ever made in Lego's designs of smart cars. So I'm trying to see if I have any of the black or maybe a grey 4 long bar for the roof racks. I have 1 grey one. What's this? No, that's an antenna. That's a 6 long bar. I have plenty of the 4 long bars in brown. Actually, no, those are 3 long bars. 3 long bars could work just as well if I really wanted to. But I think 3 long bars are a little bit more rarer than the 4 long bars. I don't think they produced as much. We did just find another black one. That's white. Yes. So let's. I don't have any of the black 4 long bars, so I'll use these 3 long bars to get some nice roof racks for this 4-wheel drive. And actually, I do want to I do want to give this vehicle a facelift. for some more ground clearance. So let me go get more 2x2 plates. For more ground clearance. Because I was just comparing it with the height of the SUV, and something did look odd about that. It did look rather odd. Yeah, I just think that looks way better with the extra clearance. There, because if I compare this to the SUV, I think that looks a lot more proper now. Let me put this on at the palm of my hand, and you can see the difference. The four-wheel drive definitely does look more rough and tumble, which is the look I was going for. And it looks like it'll have a bigger engine in it because the bonnet hood is bigger. And yeah, that's going, yeah, I like that. And for the base of the roof wax, I specifically want it to be a different color, just to make it different from the roof. I will be replacing this pink piece with a black piece in the future. Just wanted to get some contrast between the base, between the roof and the support structure, which I'm guessing in a real world term would be some kind of sheet metal that the roof wax are bolted onto. If you've ever seen any TV shows about four-wheel driving, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I like it like that. So yeah, that's my four-wheel drive, and I'm gonna call it early today. So thank you for watching this live stream. It is appreciated. I will be going live the same time tomorrow with anyone that wants to build the Orient Express live with me. Macro Bricks and Scott's Blocks said they are going to be doing that, and anyone else that wants to build the Orient Express with me, definitely let me know, and I'll send you the invite privately. So tomorrow I will be working on a motorized chassis for the powered up system that I can use for shunters or tenders of steam engines. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, and probably on Miracle Whip on Sunday night after hauling and bowling before clicking and bricking, we'll probably build the big convertible to contrast with the small convertible. And Johnny's saying some stuff. I'll go through this. He says, Lego Movie is my jam. I thought everything was awesome. Yes, because well, I actually kind of disagree with that statement, because everyone knows that I don't really like the Orient Express. The Orient Express is not awesome. I very much have enjoyed the mayohosko content of late. Really hits your stride in the new man cave. Exactly. There is a little bit more of a, well, there's a much different vibe in here because of the lighting, which is why I need to buy some better lights to focus on the point of viewing this, because what I need to buy another desk lamp from IKEA to have it stationed at my build table. But I do actually quite like the roller door behind me. It's better than a bunch of clutter. I like the olden days Lego cars that fit one guy. Just like this, and all the other cars I've been building in the past 2 weeks. Has the wheel arches that have 2 folds. Exactly, just the 2 folds. which is what I use almost every time. The simple 45-degree angles. And Mayo, it's not Lego's fault that the train engine is whacked. They blamed it. Yeah, exactly. Because apparently the tourist company that runs the Orient Express, they wanted it to be based on one of the locomotives from the late 1800s, even though literally every model train company that has ever modeled a steam engine version of the Orient Express has used the 1930s versions. And long time no see, Papa's Bricks. Wow, hello, Papa. I wasn't expecting to see you here. How is it going? It's been so long. I was just about to end this stream because we just got done building a prototype design for a 4-wheel drive. Yeah, so I'll give you some time to respond. How is the Lego collection going? How's the city coming along? Because you haven't uploaded in a while now. If anyone out there films YouTube videos but goes a long time without publishing anything, you'll eventually get questions like that. Papa says, just been crazy with work and now summer is over, been building in the house. Yes. That's what I noticed with a lot of people who live in the south in particular, is it's too hot to build Lego in summer. I know a lot of people from the south who feel the same way. Cool. So yeah, so those are my plans. The future. I need to work out a diss track I'm trying to do for some of the trolls that have been getting on my nerves, and I want to find a creative outlet to take a stand against the trolls. So I'm going to be working on that for the rest of the day and try to binge some YouTube videos. I'll be live on Twitch at 8 a.m. Eastern in North America, which is midnight Eastern in Australia. I think my computer just died. Anyway, well, that's a sign that I need to get on out of here. So I'll be playing Minecraft on Twitch later today. So if anyone wants to see me playing Minecraft, you can go follow me over on Twitch. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. So I'll see you on the next live stream, which is always at 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, or 8 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday night in North America, and Out of the Ordinary at the same time again tomorrow, because we'll be building the Orient Express. I'll see you on the next short whenever I decide to upload one of those, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Let's roll with the credits.
Thank you for supporting mayohosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us. Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more Lego content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern in North America, and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, mayo_hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at real_mayohosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been mayohosko, and I am a fan of old Lego.